I believe he was so he's smart, I think. I think he was the one that did the IUD argument. And here he is
But wasn't this
again.
guy the libertarian motherfucker? Wasn't it like a libertarian?
I don't know. Maybe,
Okay.
because if you're a libertarian, you're an idiot. So, but you also
That's
might
what I'm
not know what
saying,
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're probably still more willing to be less PC.
Sure.
Which fucks up a lot of their arguments for the trans thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's kind of an annoying nerd, but like he's a good foil to Kirk.
Yeah, you want to fuck him. We get it.
I do think Kirk likes when he gets voted out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish. That'd be great. Just end it here and they have a discussion among themselves.
Kirk loves when the flags go up for him. He's like, yes, thank God.
But that's it. I think because
anyway, guys,
you notice every time like he's kind of on the ropes to some degree, he's always looking around to see if people are going to be like putting up the flags to try and get the person out of the way, right? Look at him. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking around to see if people are going to put up the flag.
Well, he's going to start with the sort of bait and switch red herring thing. Like, he's going to bring up some weird emotional argument, or I don't know. He's going to try that first. And then I think he has one other tactic he goes for, and then he starts feeling like kind of desperate. I don't know. We'll see.
Does God the Father have XY chromosomes prior to incarnation?
We literally have a religious
he's
topic
a father and he's he/him, but he's not a man?
We have a religious
Wait, so
later.
a man is someone with XY chromosomes, but he doesn't have XY chromosomes, yet he's still a man.
Religious
his preferred pronouns?
It's actually very interesting. In the original Hebrew, Adonai...
There we go! He's willing
Pause,
to fucking... What? Yes, it's already paused. He's willing to dive into stupidities.
He did this with fetus too, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
But I wish the dude that came up didn't go down the religious thing. I get it, but
yeah.
It kind of gives him an out.
That's always this guy's downside, is he makes a good argument, but he just fucks himself a little bit. He doesn't know how to direct.
Because he's a nerd, so like he goes down all the rabbit holes just to try and show that he's superior, you know. But like he doesn't have good strategy. He's good tactic, but not good strategy. You know what I mean?
A lot of knowledge, no strategy. Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. It's that type of
banter. Word for God. It's actually genderless, but in the scriptures they use he, right?
Wait, God is genderless? Is that what
okay? So first off, stop for a second. Stop. This is so retarded. Okay, so first off, Adonai does not mean God, it means Lord, and it's not the only word used to refer to God in the Hebrew Bible at all. Third, it doesn't matter. It's very common for languages to have certain words that have a different grammatical gender and natural gender that they refer to. You fucking idiot. For example, let me give you an example. In German, the word for woman is Weib, which is a neutral word, okay? And the word is so fucking idiot. Okay, keep going.
It's kike?
Weib.
Oh.
What the fuck?
German is a horrendous language.
But I don't know, like if God's not a guy, how's he fucking the shit out of that slut Mary?
He is a guy. This guy's retarded.
Okay,
he's like a Christian LARPer almost. He's so stupid about religion.
And I feel like this kid, like he comes in strong, and he gives too many ways out. But at the same time, he's gonna try and answer Kirk's fucking. I feel like he's gonna answer Kirk's fucking question and not have Kirk answer the question he asked.
Yeah. So we heard the bait and switch. I'm interested to see what the next tactic is, or if I don't think he gives up immediately. I think there's a different tactic. I want to see what it is.
Right? And they use the masculine. Jesus Christ came to earth as a man, not as a woman, not as genderqueer. But let's go back to the... But God the Father is a man. Well, all fathers there's a Trinity, so God the Father is neither man nor woman. He is omniscient.
Oh, we're bringing the Trinity into this.
So why do you use he?
Oh, no.
Well, I did not. The scriptures do. You could use woman. You could say her.
Why are we talking about that?
But the way that the language is structured,
because it's a bait and switch.
God the Father is so above gender. It is so.
He doesn't want to talk about the thing where he's getting owned.
Glory and understanding.
This is so off topic.
It is, and it's so bad.
Yep. He's doing it on purpose. It's a tactic.
Fathers aren't men and boys.
So I'm.
Oh, he wants to go back all of a sudden. He's gonna reframe. Oh, that's the next tactic. He's gonna reframe.
Wait, so God the Father's a male?
Hold on, God the Father. So where do we get God the Father from? What Greek word?
From your scripture.
Well, from Abba, right, which is a very close personal term.
You're not answering my questions, and
No.
well,
it actually does.
No, it doesn't.
But let me
Okay, at least he's
I mean,
catching.
I didn't want to stop really.
Kirk's bullshit.
Yeah, but also like Abba is a Aramaic word. It's like okay, seriously.
There's so many
Okay.
ways to weasel out of this whole thing.
I assume that they don't have a dictionary on hand, but every time he's given a definition, he's been wrong.
Yeah.
But if you bring up religion, you're fucked anyway. Like,
Yeah,
don't
why?
bring up religion with this.
I'm just noticing like the people in the background are kind of like annoyed by this. So let's keep going and let's see if we can get
To
through
get down
this.
to the root of it,
Because he's not a man. You know he's not a man under your worldview.
Hold
You
on.
still use his
Well,
preferred pronouns. You
Christ
still
is-
call him a man.
Christ is a
You
man,
don't do
though.
that with trans people because you're transphobic. That's why.
Okay, got it. But Christ is a man. I'm happy to get into the sexuality and
Before
gender
incarnation, he's
of
not.
the Trinity.
Look at
okay?
Parker's
Before
vein.
incarnation, there's no penis.
Check out
There's
his
no XY
vein.
chromosomes. There's no small
hold on a
gametes.
second. Let's think about it. If that's correct,
Wait, is that
He
how you
likes
defined
Parker.
it?
The approval.
Wait, pause.
She
pause.
says he's cooking. He's cooking.
Wait, yes, but also,
That's
did you
what she
see
did.
Parker's fucking lame shorts, just like the ones I wear? I
Oh,
love
God.
him so much.
He's a
Soulmate.
child!
Soulmate.
Okay,
What?
okay, Maxos,
Stop
keep
being
it in
such
your
a
pants.
pedo.
Keep it in your
Did you
pants.
see his shorts? Wait, did you see his shorts?
No one cares about his shorts.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't
What do you
notice
mean?
the shorts, but
Wait, you
I
didn't?
don't look at
Okay.
children's shorts.
I was actually
Okay,
yeah.
not a
Okay,
child,
V-
but also
He
like,
is!
but also
Look
Okay.
at the baby face!
V,
Okay,
Shut
you
up.
didn't. You
You're-
never once mentioned the chick before his gams.
the
She had
the
gams.
latest chick. Shut up! No, that chick was not bad. But like
Gay.
the one who just cheered him on, she was cute. She was flirtatious.
Only likes gobbling on the cock. Gay.
I think that was important.
Okay, so if there's a
hold on. If there was not before the incarnation, how did Jacob see the face of God? How did Jacob wrestle with
characters
God?
can have faces without biology.
How did Jacob wrestle with God?
So okay, do you think that he has a body?
Well,
Or was that a figurative notion of wrestle?
That's a mystery of the scriptures. I'm not here. Well, it is. I'm not here to debate theology. Can we go back to
So,
what we're
but
talking
does
about?
he
here,
actually have
though?
biology? You keep trying to pivot because you know this debunks you.
Well, it doesn't-
what
it
biology does your
doesn't-
God have?
Ooh.
Well, the one of Christ our Lord.
No, I meant
right?
before incarnation.
Well, to be honest, I don't quite know, and I
You
don't
don't
think
know?
the scriptures
So
are.
you don't know
little-
what a man is?
Well,
You can't define what a man is?
It's a little opaque. Again, you're looking at a man.
But your video,
God-
the largest video on TikTok is what is a woman? 20 million
Ah,
views. But you don't know what a man is, and you're
Kirk.
Bro just tried to
Looking
say,
at a man,
I'm a
right?
man.
Wait,
Take it in.
I wait a second.
I'm actually confused why he doesn't just say adult human male because
exactly.
he said adult human female for
Right.
woman.
Okay, so let's see what he's gonna say because I think there was a moment where he was about to answer and he catches himself. It seems.
It's a little opaque. Again, you're looking at a man.
But your video,
God-
the largest video on TikTok is what is a woman? 20 million views. But you don't know what a
Yes.
man is under your own worldview.
I said you're looking at a man. Right?
Wait, but
Am I
God the
looking at a
Father
man?
doesn't meet that criteria.
Oh, okay. I thought he says you're looking at a man. Like that explains.
Yeah,
what,
look at me. I'm a man. This is what a man
Yeah,
is.
this is what a man is. You know one when you see one, baby.
Okay. Oh Jesus, man! I was about to say something about it. Oh Jesus.
It's
Okay.
here.
Am I looking
Yes,
at a man?
you are.
Okay, good. Just making
A
sure.
man that's beating you in a debate right now.
Okay, that's fine. So let me ask you a question, though. So,
All right.
do you think that anybody
Pivot.
can become a woman?
I think that anyone who meets my criteria is a woman.
What's your criteria again?
Again, adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex.
Can society ever be wrong?
Sure, but like it's a desire to be in accordance with
Got
a
it.
set of social and
Can I
cultural norms.
can I
It's not
become black if I
society's
wear
right.
blackface?
No, because it's not a desire that you have to be in accordance
I
with a
don't.
particular set of
What
social
if
and
somebody
cultural
wants
norms.
to be black?
Because race is defined phenotypically based upon the expression to other people.
But you're by some standard you're judging
What?
that.
Do you think there's a phenotypical expression of someone who's white and someone who's black? Like I see you're white because of your phenotypical expression.
Right. So, but do you think? But Rachel Dolezal that said she is black and culturally black, is she black?
Does she have phenotypically characteristics we would associate
Define
with people who are black?
phenotypical. I'm not sure what that word means.
Phenotypic, it's going to be the expression.
So
of a
melanin
particular
content.
He
character.
doesn't know what
Okay,
phenotypes.
so
Oh my.
she could pass as a black.
Oh, he's a
person.
dumbass.
Wait, so she doesn't have the melanin.
I'm so angry.
She's borderline.
No.
Heavily.
Okay, so then
He
she's not black.
needs to go back to
Okay, so
school.
you're
That's what he
able to
needs to
say
do.
who's
He needs
black
to
and not
stop
black?
grifting.
That's how we define it in society. No.
Okay, got it. So is there an objective definition of who is black?
Wait, language is all subjective. Linguistics professionals indicate it's subjective.
Language is all subjective.
Yes,
Okay. Now
Every
he's
word you
now
just
he's
used
I'm
was created
actually-
by other human beings.
What's up? What's up? What's
Now
up?
I'm
he's
just
gonna
really
look-
surprised at how bad he's handling this.
Because
Yeah,
I thought
he's not capable of actually having a debate.
Well, so at the beginning, remember I was saying, like, it sounds like what he was saying. is that like he doesn't even prep for these debates. Like he just
Right.
walks in.
He just has the tricks, right? But this kid has the better tricks, right? Like this kid is not even like particularly like some of the points are not even I don't even agree. But like
He
he's also
thinks he's such hot shit. He doesn't even have to look up anything before he just
exactly.
walks in.
But then he meets a guy who's even faster than him and more on the off the top of his head, and like he just melts down.
But I'm
Yeah,
so
fuck
baffled
Kirk.
why he wouldn't just say adult human
Yeah,
male.
weird.
Like, because that was the starting point before. It's so weird. And then he's like, but men baffled him. Like, oh my God, how I never thought about defining a
I never thought about the men part. Oh my God.
Yeah,
wait,
I was only
okay, hold on.
men
Can
who
I
want to
come
be
back?
women.
Can I get back to you on that? You know, offline maybe.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
You're looking at one, baby.
Yeah. He should have hit him with, that's a good question.
Yeah, I
And
never
then
thought
just
about that.
stopped.
Holy shit. If only there was some parallel I could use.
You're looking at him, baby. I wish he'd rubbed his nippies for that. Would have been better.
That are engaging in conversation.
No,
you
now
might think it's created by God, but even then it's still subjective.
But now we're getting somewhere.
God's a subject.
Now we're getting somewhere. Is the word and the value behind murder objective or subjective?
Well, I think morality is subjective, but you think it's subjective too because it comes from God.
That's interesting.
Wait, does it come from God or independent of God?
Well, no, of course it comes from God. It's transcendent.
That's subjective. That's subjective. Yes, it is. No. If it comes from God, it's specifically subjective. If it comes independent of God, then it's objective. No, what you just told me is also compatible with moral anti-realism.
So let's go back to the Ten Commandments.
You don't understand metaethics.
Well, hold on a second.
What does subjective morality mean? What does it mean?
Subjective morality means that it comes in everybody's own opinion, their own form,
True,
not
dependent upon a stance.
Again,
God is a stance, and that's the truth of morality.
So if let's believe.
Wait.
Do you believe in the?
Oh no, he's getting voted out.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, why?
Yep.
The transcendent God, that there was a Ten Commandments.
They're just tired,
them, right? Is that objective morality?
No. Just because people agree.
So I think it's not entirely based on how they perform.
What is
agreement?
I think some of it is like, I can handle this better, and then they raise their flag, right?
Really? That's okay. That's a weird way to do it, but okay.
What?
I think at least half of them.
They're asking to go in. What do you mean, really? You don't raise the flag unless you're going to go in.
The ones that raise their flag, at least half of them rush the chair.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Objective morality.
Ugh.
Sorry, thanks. We'll be back at it next
Even
time.
girl that thought he was cooking raised it.
Oh, what's
Yeah, she wanted it.
Mason, good to meet
No,
you.
she didn't move.
She's like, come back to me.
I think it's a little scummy that you're plagiarizing the whole Matt Walsh thing. Like, your
Dude,
thing is
I pay
the
him
worship of Israel and everything like that.
I pay him
like,
royalties.
Okay, for sure. Well, do you want to talk about sex first, or do you want to talk about gender?
I don't think gender exists. I think it's a term that John Money and Judith Butler created over the last
Okay,
40 years
stop.
that basically is a filler for person.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I just want to
We should get
clarify
into
that.
this. We should make him talk more about this. This is good. This is good.
No, I agree. But what I want to say is that anybody who says they don't believe gender exists are lying.
Of course.
I
It's
don't
obviously
think
lying.
any human does not process gender. Okay, whether we like it or not. It's just
But
like
it would
we are
be-
educated.
No, wait. I think there are some people that don't believe in gender. I just don't think he's one of them.
Wait, don't believe in what sense though? I mean,
Well,
they're still able
he
to.
I
doesn't.
don't know because I'm not one of them, but I have heard people that seem pretty convincing that they just don't know what gender is. And if you don't know what it is, like at all, like they have no fathomable concept of what people are referring to.
Okay,
If you don't know what it
but
is, I think you could not believe in it.
Not believing in it would basically mean man, male, woman, female.
No.
But that's the point. The
That's a
point is
gender.
that there is no way.
No,
Yeah.
that's not male and female is not a gender.
I do think that's
But-
what he means.
No,
but it
I
is a gender.
understand. I understand, but it's still like okay. So the point I'm making is that if you can show me any human being which is older than 6 months, who is not able to identify genders coherently, like I don't believe like they have to have
Like
some type of
autistic
brain.
people, for example, can not
But,
all the
like,
time, but
yeah.
some
No, but
autistic
what-
people struggle with it.
Right, but what I'm saying is they're mushing it into one and saying that's what male means, that's what female means, and man
the point is
and
that they
woman
don't
is
even
just
do-
a way of identifying sex.
But I don't believe that either, though, because like in practice they don't act that way, right? They don't check people's balls. So it's like
Right, but
it's
they're
like,
saying they think they know somehow, even if they really don't.
yeah, but like,
but the distinction's pretty obvious in the sense of, yeah, okay. It's
like everybody can say you behave like X, so why would you, like, how is it possible that you don't have the concept of behaving like a group of people? Like everybody does have that concept. You know what I mean? If you can say that it's not a helpful concept. Okay, like you can say that I find the concept of gender completely useless. Again, it's hard to argue that. I don't see how you would argue that, but you could argue that. But you cannot say that you don't see it, that you're not able to conceive it.
Well, but I think they would be saying more like, in their brains, since they're synonyms, it's like that male is acting like a female.
We all love cinnamon. Let's see what Charlie's actually going to say.
Okay, well, if we're talking about sex, which it seems like you're saying is the exact same thing, would you say sex is binary by definition?
For sure, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you're already incorrect. Like, sex is not binary, it's bimodal. So if you look at a distribution graph, you're going to see people in two camps majority of the time, but there are going to be externalities on both ends of the spectrum and in the middle.
For example, like
look at his little hand.
About intersex,
however, with intersex, though, they are mutations of a binary, correct?
No, we're talking about...
No,
we're talking about an entire...
Look at his little baby hand. Daniel, is that erotic?
Not my camp.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. A woman, Jesus, why?
What?
His little
now,
baby
is the jacket? Do you think the jacket's accentuating the baby hands, or are they?
Yeah, I will say that his jacket is annoying, so annoying. Why is he wearing such an ill-fitting jacket?
Oh my goodness,
it's so fucking annoying.
We may want to look into this jacket.
I feel bad for his little baby hand.
Oh my god!
But I also want to say that this guy, what's his name? Whatever his name is not.
Jason,
sorry,
I think. I think it's Jason.
Yeah,
his
Jason
name
is not Parker.
Baby Hand McGee.
Jason, he looks like he's 57. Like no.
Oh my gosh! Okay, let's go back and let's hear what he was saying, because
ends of the spectrum and in the middle.
For example, like
so we already talked about intersex.
Right. However, with intersex, though, they are mutations of a binary, correct?
No, we're talking about.
Hold on, but we're
talking about an entire spectrum.
Which sex
you're
organ
by
is
definition
mutation of a
defeating
binary.
your expression of what a binary is by saying that there are externalities.
But let me ask you a question. That like XXY.
Charlie,
for example,
you're trying to create this own box and then use any examples that are outside of that box
you brought up
to justify that box again.
You brought up intersex.
We're talking about reality.
You brought up intersex.
Okay.
What sex organs? Which one is more dominant?
what?
What do you mean?
In an XXY situation?
Your
explain
dick.
your point of view.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have more female characteristics and male characteristics in an XXY, or it might be YYX. One of the two. The point is that you do not have both.
We could see people with female reproductive organs that have XY, and we can see the vice versa, people with male reproductive organs that have XX.
So I think you said something about gender, though. I think that's more interesting to get into.
Okay.
Do you understand how the conversation?
So we're moving off of sex.
Yeah, so he now jumped off of it because he's incapable of answering the question. Oh man, this guy is doing a really good job of having Kirk fucking dig his own hole. Yeah.
I mean, he got him into like I don't like the direction where it's going, because it's like, who cares, right, about intersex?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in this specific context, but he is still grilling him on that, and Kirk is like completely an idiot about this.
Yeah, I like it. This guy's doing a good job without having to do much. I like it.
Sex, because you're ceding that argument.
No, I'm not ceding it. Okay. You want to keep going into it?
We can, if you'd like.
Okay, so,
hello.
So besides male and
he
female,
definitely has more direction.
We have people that are intersex. We have people that are on the other ends of the bimodal distribution graph. Are you aware what bimodal means versus binary?
Somewhat of an understanding. Yeah.
Okay, well,
so
you can be.
He doesn't know anything about it. Shut the fuck up, Kirk.
He doesn't know bimodal, like a debate nerd who does not know the word bimodal, which is a pretty simple one. It just means that it has two bumps, like the distribution of the thing. Like, wow. Okay, boo.
But is the intersex argument feels a little weird, because like the majority of trans people aren't intersex.
Right. The intersex is that's what I'm saying.
That's not where he's going with this. He's just trying to get Kirk kind of out of the little box that he's in, and to look at sex more broadly. Because when you do that, it's weird to say that there are only two.
Right. That does, it does fuck with that.
Yeah.
but it's actually a bimodal distribution.
Just like constantly going to condescending type talk is not going to be fruitful.
I'm just trying to match your energy with the people that you treated that were trying to have a conversation.
Got it. So
trans
women are not women. Do you agree with that?
Nice.
I would say that trans women are women because people that exist under the category of women, people that exist under the category of men are still humans.
Got it. So that category, how is that defined?
Well, I wouldn't limit it to things like genitals or things like chromosomes, which it seems like you want to do. What type of genitals would you say I have since you're so obsessed with genitals?
I'm not obsessed with genitals, but I could do a blood sampling right now and I could see exactly what you are because every single one of your trillions of cells are either coded with XX or XY, no matter how much surgery or whatever.
Okay, just to clarify, what he's saying is that there is a very strong correlation between the two things, which is fine, good. Yes, we all understand that there is a strong correlation. We understand that the reason that gender roles arose has to do with sex. We all understand that, you imbecile. Okay, keep going.
I think that you are a man, but you could fool me. You could take hormones. You could play camouflage. Like I could fool you to be Hispanic if I had the right Hollywood makeup director. That doesn't mean that you are the thing, though.
But you're going from an objective biological perspective, which we've already talked about with sex. I'm talking about a social construct or a social utility.
Yeah. So
like if we were at a restaurant, right? I'm sitting down at
you're a man,
and I'm sitting down at the table, and you're telling the waiter, "Hey, I want to go sit with blank. What would you use?"
With you?
He doesn't know my name. Yeah. Well, so I'm sitting over there.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That guy. You're going to typically use he or him, or you're going to say that guy, like you just said.
Correct.
Because you're ascribing the male gender to me based on my performative characteristics.
I say I could be an error. Maybe you are a biological woman.
And then you'd correct yourself, right?
Maybe not.
So that's what that is exactly what we're trying to say.
So the question is that, do you think that womanhood can then be assumed just through costume design?
It's not costume design.
What is it then?
It's performative social characteristics.
So you could act
that's
it.
what gender is.
Good.
Great
Got
job.
it. So you could it's like a theater troupe.
Good.
It's not a theater troupe.
Nice.
These are social. These are social
womanhood
categories.
can be appropriated.
No, they're
no, he's actually.
So there's nothing inherent about the chromosomes. There's nothing that.
Correct. Yes.
Wow, we disagree. So there's nothing inherent about having a period or being able to give birth or the specific hormonal makeup.
In different cultures, we've ascribed that to womanhood. If you go back to other cultures spanning thousands of years, you'll see a difference when it comes to those.
Like for example, the Mayans had plenty of people that were schizophrenic, right? So that means nothing to me, right?
Okay, so we have people that say they're hearing things from God. Would you say that's schizophrenic?
Well, not necessarily. It built Western civilization.
Nice.
And common
What? Not necessarily. Oh my God. Holy shit.
On due process,
he's a dumbass.
Right?
I just wanted to hear that you're
defense of the unborn and the greatest civilization ever. You know, that voice from God happened to build the greatest nation ever to exist in the history of the world. That's
I think the Mayans would say the same thing. That's the problem with presuppositional arguments.
Yeah, let's go down.
Is that you could say anything.
Can we go visit?
I mean, God's telling me right now that you're a fish. Do you think that's real?
Can we go visit
For
the Mayan
whose
nation? They
sake?
didn't last that long, did they?
Yeah, over killing and violence, and you can justify that if you like.
You mean all the child sacrifice?
And this is the condescending tone that I'm trying to match it, is because
you mean all the child sacrifice the Aztecs, Mayans, and Incans did on the top of temples? Great civilization.
Do you want to go back in the Old Testament? Let's bring Parker up in here and talk about all the
child
child marriage, and we
on.
can talk about the justification of rape.
Come back.
Right?
That's pretty good.
He's such an idiot.
When Isaac was almost fucking sacrificed by his dad.
He wasn't, though, because at the beginning of Genesis...
so God just said, like, nah, just kidding, dog. Don't actually kill your son.
Because at the beginning of Genesis 16 said, I'm going to test
to prove
Abraham.
Obedience.
Yeah, that's right.
So God can test you, and you should just accept these heinous tests as, like, what, commitment to the God? Get the fuck out of here. Yep. Get out of here, you fucking loser.
So now you know it.
I like that he's pointing out how punchable Kirk is.
Oh, definitely.
Kirk is so punchable, and he's saying it in a roundabout way, but
my God. He knows he's getting crushed. You see, he's looking around to see if anyone's fucking...
Yeah, he is looking around now. He's like
panicking.
I have any of them red flags? Got any of them red flags? I could use some.
Oh my God, what a cunty fucking loser.
A prohibition on child sacrifice. But anyway, that's a little bit of a rabbit hole. Do you understand, at least, can you sympathize with our perspective?
Okay.
That
I'll calm it down a little bit. I apologize for the condescension.
No, it's fine. I mean, but you're doing
nice.
But did you see where this could get wildly out of control? At least on the extreme.
I don't see how it get out of control, because
even in sports, for example, you think that there's no.
So this is something that we might be able to agree upon, right? Sports were not archaeologically dug up, right? The rules of sports, they are things that we've created as a society. We have decided as a society the most fair categorization is male sports and female sports. Now, as we've been able to understand, or at least bring into the forefront, people who don't identify with the binary, we still have to allow all people that are women in the women's category and all men that are men in the women's category. That includes cis and trans. If you'd like to change that category because you think it's unfair, we can do that. That's what's awesome about arbitrary rules is we can decide hormones.
I might not know this, but like when the Greeks started the Olympics 2,000 years ago, did they have like a bunch of dudes wrestling with women?
I don't even think they allowed women to compete.
Well,
I might be wrong on that, but
that kind of proves the point though, that there was
and what did we do to allow women? We changed the rules.
Wait,
right? No, but by definition,
I'm sorry. That proves the point. Are you mentally ill? It just proves what point that they were having one of the genders
perform and do violent acts and all this kind of shit. And again, it's also society dictating that women weren't allowed to fucking perform in that to some degree.
Right.
Like again,
what point is it proving? I don't understand.
He's so fucking dumb.
It's that ladies are worse at sports. It proves it. There you go. Now keep going.
Daniel, go up against a fucking athlete and tell me if women are bad at sports.
Well, obviously, if they specialize in it, I'd get my ass kicked. What do you mean?
Okay, look, my wife doesn't even specialize in tennis, and she's able to whoop my ass in tennis. What?
Yeah, she plays tennis. You don't play tennis. If you played tennis, you'd probably beat her.
No, I wouldn't. Do you know why? I've tried
you'd
playing
beat
tennis.
her in. You'd beat her in basketball.
Maybe.
You better
beat her in basketball, you motherfucker.
Are you saying I'm inherently good at basketball because of my skin, Dan?
You better.
Well, yeah, I mean, and backflips.
If not, this is a shame on your entire tribe.
Yeah, I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe don't even try because then it will confirm it.
Yeah, okay, Darnell, why do you criticize me about like, oh no, I should give her more of a chance to this woman, and then you're like already close-minded about basketball. Come on.
Listen, I'm not close-minded. Okay,
you could back her down. You could block every shot. How much taller is she than you?
Dude, you can literally hurt her.
She's shorter than me.
Okay,
you can literally like hurt her, like just literally tackle her and like break one of their bones. Okay.
Yeah, this is more of a mentality thing. You've got lady sports mentality.
Take her out.
Yeah.